The American soldier did not raise his rifle. He did not shout, he simply pointed to the ground. POWs. Zeigen Sie Ihr Füße, shoes off, show us your feet. It was April 18, 1945. Outside the ruined Bavarian town of Cham, a line of German women stood in the cold wind. Some were nurses. Some were refugees. Some were secretaries, farmers, factory workers. Most were under 30. Many had walked for days. They did not understand. The war was over for them. Their army had collapsed. Hitler would be dead within 12 days. Yet here they were, disarmed, exhausted, and terrified, being ordered by foreign soldiers to expose their feet. One woman later wrote, "I thought they were mocking us. I did not yet know what captivity meant." Behind them, burned villages, overturned wagons, abandoned children. Ahead of them, a future no one had explained. This is the moment the war entered their bodies. The war that reached those women's feet began long before their boots touched Allied soil. It began with humiliation. Germany in 1919, broken, punished, economically strangled by the Treaty of Versailles. A population desperate for dignity. A nation hungry for meaning. Into that hunger stepped Adolf Hitler, offering not truth, but a story. You were betrayed. You were robbed. You are destined for greatness. Small decisions piled up. Emergency powers, propaganda laws, loyalty oaths, silent neighbors, teachers dismissed. Books burned, each compromise seemed survivable. Until it wasn't. By 1939, Europe was already dying. September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. By 1945, the invasion had come home. Allied bombers turned cities into skeletons. Railroads dissolved. Food vanished. Families scattered. The German front collapsed not with a final battle, but with a long scream of retreat. Civilians flooded westward. Women carried children and the elderly. Many wore the uniforms of their workplaces: nurses, clerks, factory assistants. When Allied units intercepted these columns, no one knew who was soldier, civilian, loyalist, or simply alive. So they were all processed. By April 1945, Allied commands feared. Disguised SS fighters, hidden weapons, epidemic outbreaks, sabotage from within the refugee streams. Every captured group was searched. Not roughly, not gently, methodically. Clothing came off. Pockets emptied. Hair examined for lice. And always, show us your feet. Because marching soldiers have calluses. Because factory workers have chemical burns. Because refugees' feet told the story of where they had been. The feet could not lie. For the women, this was the moment dignity collapsed. They had lost homes, brothers, parents, children. Now they lost privacy. In the mud, they unlaced frozen boots. Some wept from shame, some from fear, some from simple exhaustion. A Bavarian nurse named Elizabeth Kruger, HRS, later testified, "I stood there barefoot while soldiers studied my skin like a document. I had never felt so small. It was not cruelty. It was procedure." Yet to the women, it felt like the war was now inside them. They were tagged, registered, separated, transported to temporary camps. Regensburg, Moosburg, Dachau's outer facilities, bad abling. Food, thin soup, black bread. Shelter, barns, tents, repurposed barracks. Disease everywhere. Some women had walked 300 kilometers. Some collapsed in line, some never stood again. Children searched for mothers in the dark. And the war, officially still raging, kept claiming them. May 7, 1945. Germany surrendered. But captivity did not end. Processing continued. Delousing stations. Medical inspections. Endless paperwork. Women who had survived the Reich now faced a new unknown. Who are we without it? Some would be released in weeks. Some in months. Some would never find their families again. The war had not stopped. It had simply changed shape. Years later, Elizabeth Kruger wrote, "The war ended on paper. But for me, it ended when I finally put my shoes back on and walked away from the camp." The demand to show your feet was not about humiliation. It was about control, about fear, about a world so broken that even a woman's skin became a battlefield. This is what war does. It does not end when guns fall silent. It ends when people can finally stand, fully clothed, unafraid, and walk home. And many never did.